Braydin Darskii. This episode is going to feel like a behind the scenes of how I set up my crafting station and film it. We're going to do what feels like a lot of content. I'm going to be talking about my universal smartphone mount. I've been blessed with 2 setups. They're not professional, but they work. This video is going to start with my current smartphone mounting setup, and then at the end of the episode, like in the extras, I'll actually talk about what I was doing before I was using the trigger clamp. Then I'm actually going to set up like this mobile station on which I mount my camera to. Then I'll show some test footage to show how well it actually works. Then we're gonna demonstrate how you can link your phone to your Apple TV and use it as a viewing monitor. This is a trigger clamp. You push this trigger and the grip closes up. This is how I mount my 6. This trigger clamp is in the description. There's not gonna be any 1/4 inch threading or 3/8 threading to put it on a regular tripod. But I do have a solution. I use these really handy clip-to-clip action pods, and I clip it to my shelving. It's a great mount. I wouldn't go running with this, but it's on there pretty good. And even though you can shake it a little bit, gentle jumping, you can easily wiggle it out and wiggle it back in. Warning, if you're not paying attention, you can squish your phone. Let's demonstrate with this empty roll of duct tape. Let's pretend it's your phone. First time I was playing around with this and getting my phone all snug and comfy, I was tightening it and then I heard my OtterBox start to crack and I was like, ugh. I'm using 2 Lifetime tables. They're a great brand, I love them. There will be a couple links off the top of my head, just some locations where you can find Lifetime tables. Now let's build the shelf. You're gonna need a rubber mallet. These types of shelves are called metro shelving. I recommend prayer. My shelves in this video are 18 by 36 and the legs are 74 inches. That's the key word. When you go into a place like Store Bowls or the Container Store, you want to ask them for metro shelving. Going to quickly build this shelf. You may want ear protection when you're hammering these together. Build your shelf the way you want it. Snap these little brackets so your shelf will cling onto the legs. Take off the feet and put on some wheels. Woo, this is looking good. I use these action pods. They've got a nice 3/8 inch threading. There'll be a link in the description below. Or you can go clipper to clipper. This is a pretty nice light with a 3/8 inch threading. This is also in the description box. I love this light because it's portable, uses AA batteries, it's got this cool button on the back that tests how much battery life I have left. It's LED, it's dimmable. Now I'm going to attach this cool stuff to my shelf. So I clip it to my shelf. And then I'm going to clip it to my trigger clamp iPhone mount. Wiggle my phone in there. For those who are wondering, the back of my phone says Christmas phone because I got it for Christmas. Thanks, family. Clip on my lights. Now let's do some test footage. We're just going back and forth between the heart template video and like this behind the scenes actually watching me make the episode I was blessed with. There'll be a link to the heart template video in the description if you're interested. Warning, this next bit could cause motion sickness, so if you get dizzy easily, just a heads up. Turn on your phone, swipe up, hit the Wi-Fi. And over here by my thumb, something's gonna appear. AirPlay will show up once you turn on Wi-Fi. Select the Apple TV you want. So for me, I named them Silver. Select mirroring. I'm gonna read this bit to you. With AirPlay mirroring, you can send everything on your iPhone's display to an Apple TV wirelessly. Then you're done. I'm showing that once you link your phone to your Apple TV, you can use your Apple TV as a viewing monitor. Now I'm setting it up for, that's the heart template video I was doing. Okay, I love you guys, bye. Now I'm going to be talking about the brand Caddie. These guys did my iPhone mount until the next round of phones came out and the phone got too big for the mount. It's got this nice support system on the bottom, it's spring loaded, great hook on top. It's so easy to get your phone in and out of it. The springs really lock it in. I'm not speeding up footage, that's me shaking it in real time, and it's not going anywhere. On the website it says it'll fit a 6, but it won't fit a 6 in an OtterBox. So it just won't fit. Another piece that it comes with is this gooseneck. It's got 3/8 threading, so your standard tripods. Another product I was using is the Giotto's Quick Release. There'll be an Amazon link in the description and a review video in the description, a review that really influenced me getting one. So I thread it here and I thread it there. That's another top half of a quick release plate. I'm using my Leatherman. Be a video in the description, a review video on the Leatherman. This is what it looked like when I was doing YouTube for a long time. But when I upgraded my phone to the 6, and it was a physically bigger phone, I just took this piece off. So then it looked like this. Looked like a flat plate, and I just hold it on the flat plate with a rubber band. And it's very annoying to have a rubber band in between you and a touch screen. It's annoying to see through a rubber band, and it's annoying to have to touch through a rubber band. But hey, this is how I filmed for a long time. This is some test footage. You film yourself, come back, and watch it and see if you're in frame. Test footage. This is not an official review video for these clampers. These Action Pods come in two sizes. There's Action Pod and then there's Action Pod Pro. The mini one opens up about 1.5 inch jaw opening, and the other one's got a 2-inch jaw opening. I recommend buying one of each and playing around with them and seeing which one you like better. I gotta tell you, I love the bigger one so much more, because the tiny one, if you don't work out, it's ridiculously difficult to open. And the bigger one, it's still a little difficult, but it's like 3/4 the difficulty as the tiny one. You can actually open it with one hand. Thank you, Jesus, that it all came together. Looking back, I was totally gambling with a day of filming, and I was totally gambling whether or not it was going to turn out or not. I know there's some shots where it looks like I have a decent line of sight and looking at the back of my phone to see what's going on, but really, at the angle I was and the angle it was tilted like this, I had a very poor viewing angle. From my perspective, it was just like I had a rough idea of whether or not I was even in frame. I really should have done some, like a 15-second test footage to even see if it would work, and I didn't. Or I should have set up my viewing monitor, and I didn't. I just kind of went for it, and that was irresponsible, but with God's help, it all worked out. So, whew, thanks God. And because it worked out, that saved me so much time that I didn't have to redo anything.